Hey guys, this is Camfrey15, and I'm joined by the Red Wolf for another Sword Art Online War of the Underworld episode review.
I can't, guys. I can't. Oh my god. Oh man, this episode.
This
Ah,
man, this man is so happy about what happened in this episode and stuff like that. So, yeah. Listen, this episode was crazy. This episode was at the end, man. The ending of this episode, man, was so hyped. Again,
um, go on, go on.
again, Sword Art Online, I feel like to me it gets the bad rap like Fairy Tail gets. It's an anime where people just love to hate on it instead of just appreciating what it gives us and giving us some really epic badass moments. And man, that was one hell of a moment.
I'll say. Oh man, the way. Oh my god. I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really kicking out right now.
Anyways, first things first, I'm gonna make some clarifications on something pertaining to last week. Now, if you guys watched last week's episode review of mine, I thought the boy who was in the hospital scene in Poe's backstory was Kirito's what was Kirito. And I thought, oh, it looks like Kirito, it might relate to him. Even him and Poe are related. Thanks to Shadow Swarm 999, he actually in the comment section of last week told me and Denzel that no, it's just a boy that resembles or looks a lot alike like Kirito. But other than that, that's not Kirito. So the boy last week, if you checked out my review, that's not Kirito. That's just some other kid that looks like him.
Man,
So
I was, I
hmm?
was a little I was a little skeptical about that statement about people saying that that was actually Kirito. So thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, so if you're watching this video, if you're watching this week's video, Shadow Swarm, thank you for telling us that. He reads the light novels, so he just said that, and I was like, okay, good. So more clarification, but again, thank you, Shadow Swarm, for updating us. I guess before we start the review today, which was good, I guess something that happened bad in the anime community today well, if you didn't hear of it somehow, whether you're on the East Coast, Central Time, or even the West Coast here at 10 a.m. while this video is being made, um, the one topping point is Kiss Anime has finally been taken down once and for all. And it's finally gone.
Mixed
And,
emotions about that.
huh?
Mixed emotions about that because I know it's illegal.
Yes,
So
I know it's illegal. Jesus, it can upload so many computer viruses on your damn laptop.
or phone.
I think the phone's really more safe.
It's really giving me way too many ads and not very appropriate ads, if you know what I mean. And not to
Well,
mention
no,
it keeps
that's the
giving me content.
that's the whole gig. That was the whole gig about Kiss Anime.
It also gave my friend a virus on her phone. So
Well, what phone did she have? Did she have an iPhone?
yeah, she has an iPhone.
It must have been one of them previous main, but it's because most iPhones they usually have backup protectors. But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, that got taken down effectively. So if you just go to Kiss Anime, it will say like this page has not been registered or anything. I will say Kiss Anime did help me watch certain dubbed animes that I did enjoy and I did like. Um, I envision there are already people, it's already been going around where people are like, okay, where can I go find some other sites to find animes? But I guess you can say one that if you guys also didn't know, that's going to be the whole new thing. It's the start of the whole new thing with the Japan copyright laws now. They're shutting these websites down. One, to I guess you can say get rid of these pirated animes that are out on the internet, But one, they also probably more than likely want you to subscribe to your Crunchyrolls, Verbs, or Funimations. And two, they want you to support the anime industry in terms of actually legit buying the DVDs if you can't get a hold of them. I
See, that's,
know it's hard to pay money.
I'd say that's more convenient for them since, I don't know, it'll help their community even more.
Yeah, it's what keeps shows continuing if you buy their products.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I only watch those type of sites if I need to. The only known anime that I watch where I use those types of sites is probably Pokemon Journeys, because Pokemon Journeys is for some reason never uploaded to Verve or Crunchyroll. I usually watch it off those other sites, but that's the only anime I watch it off. Again, that sucks. Kiss Anime, despite even those inappropriate ads, it was still funny to see. Oh man, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So it's an end of an era, but hey, like I said, Japan, they're really starting to crack down on these things now because they really want you guys to really buy their products in terms of the anime industry, because it not only makes the industry money for like I said, the continuation of shows, it also gives the voice actors a stable income. Anyways, we're not here to talk about Kiss Anime.
I'd like to point out that we almost spent how long talking about that, and this is supposed to be an SAO review.
Yes, I know. Anyways, we're here to talk about Sword Art Online, War of the Underworld, episode 18, or whatever episode of the main series of the Alicization season, or Alicization series it is. But anyways, we get the revival of Kirito, finally!
Which is later in this episode. Yeah, but yeah.
So, like we had last week, where Kirito's in the classroom, this week Kirito's in that same classroom. He walks out, and he says he has an idea on what to do, but he can't really just think of the situation at hand. But then as he's walking in what I would say a similar area where he first got unconscious by the one laughing, cocking real world guy, he sees in this alleyway as he turns, because someone says Kirito, and he sees Sachi and her party.
The Moonlight Black Cats, if you forgot the name of their guild.
I forgot, but man. So I was like, oh, this is about to get intense, man. So if Denzel would like to talk about the Asuna part.
Oh my god. So it cuts to the Asuna part, right?
Okay, actually before that. So we cut back to the Underworld. We do the whole, okay. They could have saved like 2 minutes or 3 minutes worth of time in this episode if they didn't have to go back and rehash something that was like 2 minutes long. What I'm talking about is Poe taking over all the other people, even though we've seen that stuff before. It's looking like all hope is becoming to be lost and everything. Well, the first time I'm going to say that in this video. And, Asuna, she's looking like she wants to stand, but she just doesn't have no energy. But, we get a cameo from season 2, part 2 of our girl, Yuki.
Yuki!
And she kind of is the person giving her the will to fight.
Yeah.
So she clashes with Poe for a bit, and then they're in a deadlock thing. Mm-hmm. Now, Asuna asks, what the hell does Poe want from all this, killing and destruction and everything? And the reason why he's doing this all for Kirito and stuff like that. And he goes on to say that, I don't know if they showed this in the season 1, but he tried to kill Kirito on floor 5 in Aincrad. I don't know if they've shown that.
They've never shown that, actually.
Okay, yeah.
From the many times I watched it, I haven't seen it.
Now, apparently, this guy's telling Asuna, because he's like, oh, come on. I bet out of anybody who would know Kirito, I bet you would know why I'm doing this. It's because I love this mother effer. And not like that. Um,
The way he says it, guys.
anyways, he says he loves the reason why he loves him like that is because he saw Kirito as somebody he could believe in and a person that gave him hope and joy. Now, I'm guessing my speculation is it seems like he wanted, if Kirito were to be in the Laughing Coughing Guild, he would make Kirito the leader. That's what it sounded like because he looked up to him in some sort of crazy way.
Is that his game? I'm still questioning it.
It may have been his game back in the original SAO. It looks like he wanted to be led by Kirito. It sounded like it.
Maybe.
And stuff like that. And Asuna's like, you're just freaking crazy. Now, in the meantime, like I said, they're in a deadlock right now with her sword and his little axe thingy. I don't know what you call that thing.
That would a butcher knife? I don't know.
I guess so. Some large butcher knife. He she goes on to realize that he's getting the upper edge, and his weapon is for some reason stronger than her weapon. And he goes on to say, he's like, well, you see, my weapon in the original SAO, every time I killed people with it and I used it, its stats would go down. But here, I discovered in the Underworld that all the blood and lost lives here convert into energy. So now that explains if no, well, it explains to me now. And if you had any questions, our Subtilizer, Gabriel, however you want to say his name, and Poe, how they are so strong, are OP as hell, there's your answer. It took him 5 episodes later to finally say that to me, but okay, we get an answer with why they're so strong.
So people can stop be wording about the logic in SAO, please, because I kind of got irritated.
So yeah, but he, like I said, since he realizes that now, he's like, well, now that I do that, I can convert all that energy into my weapon and make my weapon stronger now. And Poe's plan to essentially, because he knows, oh, Kirito's gonna wake up soon, and when he does, I want to make sure he suffers. And what he's gonna do is essentially kill everybody in the Underworld, even people in the Dark Territory in the Human Empire, to make so Kirito will wake up and then obviously do what Kirito would do. Now, my friend Denzel is going to explain the fight scene that happens next after he says that line.
Yes. In almost a losing battle, Asuna was getting brought down by Poe. And that's when we see Yuki again hugging her from behind, saying, like, keep them like that, like motivating her. And then all of a sudden, everybody's all like,
she has her supersonic moment. Yes. In other words, if you don't know what I mean by supersonic, every time before Sonic goes supersonic, everybody frickin's like, come on, Sonic! You can do it, Sonic! Aha!
And technically, Asuna is fast, so yeah, that's not far off.
But go, continue.
So yeah, she suddenly grows wings.
Don't ask me. She's an angel now. If anything, if there's something going hand in hand, is that she would gain wings like a fucking angel. If not, she is an angel herself.
She's already an angel, man.
Okay, stop drooling.
Yeah, and that's where Asuna suddenly starts like getting all OP and stuff. She starts stabbing Poe like crazy. The animation in this fight was insane. She's
it was up there with the Berkeley versus Vecta fight in terms of animation.
Maybe even better.
It's debatable. It could be debatable.
She pretty much left a big old hole on Poe's stomach and smashes him into a wall and stuff.
I think I believe she did the 12-hit combo Yuki had.
Yeah, that was it actually.
Even though she's in the same stance as when Kirito was in the same stance when he defeated Quinella. and stuff like that. But I digress. And stuff like that.
Coincidence? Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah.
I'm done fanboying.
Now, I do not believe this is going to be the final season because I know there's another arc after the Alicization arc, but man, if they really did say this is like the final season, they are like, man, they are going back to like legit season 1 vibes here.
That one scene alone was enough to make me tremble, and I'm still trembling, guys.
Yeah. Yuki just disappears as well as her wings. So Angel Asuna is no more.
She's still an angel.
Now, what we all think is, oh wait. We think Poe's gonna die here. We think he's gonna die.
In other words, guys, Asuna won the fight, but she lost the war.
Okay. So last week, Sinon does this all-powerful attack on Subtilizer. Bitch loses a damn arm and is beat up almost on the verge of death. The same thing happens here with Poe. All right, okay. Look, I can understand now that they explain how OP they are, but they can apparently take deathly wounds now.
And they cannot. I guess they can use that power that they absorb to regenerate themselves too. So.
I guess so. Okay. Yeah, 12-hit combo works on this guy. And next thing you know, I see this guy standing with a huge ass hole in his chest, like Majin Buu did.
I mean, we've already remembered what Quinella. She was still alive after a hole in her chest.
Anyways, enough with the bullshit in terms of logic of how they're supposed to be alive here. I guess you really need to go for the head or the heart.
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyways, he becomes more powerful. He does this attack that kind of takes over everybody, and everybody, well, the Red Knights that are just without their will to fight, and it looks like, all hope is lost. Kirito's little teacher tries to get into contact because, what's his face? Kirito's like he's reaching out his hand to Asuna in this moment, still unconscious in his mind, and Poe's going after to kill him. The teacher can't stop him. Even Asuna can't try to stop him in anything. And it's looking like, oh, all hope is freaking lost and everything. And then that's when we cut back to what's going on in Kirito's head. So essentially what's going on in Kirito's head is we all know that Kirito has a problem with seeing people die. And it's been triggered to the point he lost complete consciousness or any trace of his mind being, I guess, regular because of Yu-Gi-Oh's death. That's what broke him ultimately. And we see in just flashbacks of him, the first thing we see is Sachi's group. And if you did not like this moment because it was just hard to watch, you see this moment again, which is everybody from Sachi's group dying, even the guy that just jumped off the damn building and offed himself, which I still thought to this day was stupid.
I like to point out that he said that while laughing, so.
I'm sorry, when I watched that moment, when he found out that all of his group members were dead and he was upset at Kirito being a broker.
Beater.
Damn it, a beater. And he just freaking jumped off. One, I could not stop from fucking laughing. But two, I was like, then what was the point of living anyways then? You might as well killed yourself to begin with if you're going to just do that. Or actually, you could have just lived. I'm sorry. I found that scene extremely hilarious that he just said, F the bullshit, and I'm just going to die. And he jumped off that building because his party died. Well, at least they all went to, well, the others might have went to heaven. The others went to, that guy went to hell.
No, I'm in hell.
And in this moment, we're in like, I guess this darkened area room where, you know, Kirito's like, stop it, I don't want to remember all this. And you just see all the flashbacks throughout the entire SAO timeline of him going up against people, either brutally killing them in a way, or just, I guess you can say, well, most of the scenes we saw of him just brutally killing people. Like the one guy who was Asuna's little, I guess, guard protector, who we later found out was a laughing, coughing guy. The Sugo one. I mean, not Sugo. Sugo. Damn it. Sugo one. I personally think that was the most gory kill Kirito's ever did in SAO. Now, I can't blame him. The dude was about to rape your own girlfriend in front of your face. Oh, did I say that word? I mean, R word, right in front of your face. They cut to when he killed the one people in the one laughing, coughing hideout, the death gun stuff, and then he reminisces about the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, and that's when he completely freaking loses it, and he's like, "It should have been me! It should have been me!" If you don't get that reference, it's from WWE, Dolph Ziggler. I know you wouldn't. If you don't watch it, you wouldn't get it, but it should have been me. Anyways, this man Kirito, huh?
I gotta say, guys, this scene was pretty gory.
Oh yeah, it almost got me to the point where I actually had to look away for a second.
Yeah, I was like, Kirito, I've never seen you like this. What's going on?
And here, Kirito, he's lost it. He has lost it. He just wants to die, and he's lost it because he can't take no more death and stuff like that. Which I'm guessing he still hasn't learned his lesson about dealing with death from SAO Season 2. I'm guessing that's the only thing.
Yeah, or he forgot that of the lives he took. I mean, he forgot about the life that he saved due to his actions.
Yeah, something like that. This man's just, first, he rips off his freaking fighting costume, and then this dude just starts ripping into his chest, man. And you just see the blood just splattering all over the floor and everything. I'm like, oh my God, I can't watch this no more. And the next thing you know, we see Asuna, Sinon, and Sugu, right, standing right in front of him, and he's like, I'm sorry, Asuna, Sinon, and Sugu. As he's going back to dive back into his chest, and he grabs a hold of his heart, looking like he's about to crush it. They cut back to Higa in this moment, and Higa's like, damn it, Kirito, come on, wake up! Stop resisting! But then that's within the corner of his eye. Higa sees this other, being, this other memory piece getting into the floodlight of Kirito. And obviously, predictably, it's Yu-Gi-Oh, which, like anybody else would call. And he kind of says, look, Kirito, it's all right. You have friends on the other side that need your help. Don't worry about it. I'm always going to be in your heart because of our memories and stuff like that. And, he reaches out his hand, Kirito takes it, and then all the other girls, they put their hands on it too. And then we cut back to the battlefield. Again, it looks like all hope is lost. Right before Poe looks like they're gonna I guess kill Asuna or something like that, even though he said
that was one of the Red Knights, by the way.
Oh yeah, the Red Knights. Goes on to look like it's going to kill Asuna, but then this thing protects Asuna. Or what happens is, like Denzel Lecter says from Alicization Licorice,
enhance armamento.
He does that. He freezes the entire battlefield with the blue rose sword. Even Poe gets frozen. But he breaks out. He goes targeting for Asuna, Ronin, and the other girl. I forgot her name. The teacher.
Just call her Lena. Just call her. Yeah, because her full name is pretty complex to pronounce.
Yeah, Lena. I think she's hot though. Anyways, he's looking like he's going in to attack all of them. And we see more force powers activate here. And Kirito protects them. He stands up. He starts walking over to them. There's this hand already in place. He puts his hand in it, and he magically grows back his hand. And then the last thing of the episode that we see is Asuna saying, "Welcome back, Kirito-kun." And he turns back and he smiles.
I'm back, Asuna.
So he's back. And that's when the episode ends off, which I called it, damn it! They would do this to me again, where I knew this would be the episode he wakes up, and at the last, they ended off right as he says, "I'm back, bitches." So now we have to wait a whole nother week to see the fight between Poe and Kirito, which I predicted which would happen. Because, again, if you see the opening, you see that red devilish looking type of thing. And Kirito's going up against it. Now, questions in terms of, yeah, that's good that Kirito's back and he's going to deal with Poe, but what about Subtilizer? Yeah, no appearances this episode. Honestly, we haven't seen what the hell he's doing and what the hell Alice is doing at all. We haven't seen Alice since episode, I believe, 15. I don't know. I will say the ending of the opening had an Alice scene that was kind of strange. I don't know what that means, but it could mean for the future. Again, my prediction is that my prediction for the end of Alicization is Alice will go to the world's end. She'll be uploaded to the government guy place, but Kirito will eventually say, "Let's put her somewhere safe." They're gonna put her in crap. What's the fairy world again? Not Minecraft.
ALO.
ALO, and she's gonna be there peacefully like an AI, like Yui.
I don't think they'll take that route.
I personally think they're gonna do that right. They're gonna probably take something they did from the SAO games, where she'll be an AI in there, and she'll have her own body and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And she'll be somewhat like Yui, essentially, except she can't break the game or hack into stuff.
I don't know, but if you say so.
Well, if I call it, Denzel, you're owing me $10 for that.
Whatever. But if it's not true, then you owe me $10.
Anyways, I don't like to make bets that I can't promise. Anyways,
you just did it.
Well, I guess so. I guess the bet is on. Anyways, yeah, look, I already know. I don't even need to tell you the predictions for next week. We're getting Kirito versus Poe. All I need to see Kirito is reform back into having them golden eyes like we see in the trailers and how we actually saw it in the flashback scenes, because there's a few times in the flashbacks we saw his eyes turn gold. So he's going to get his golden eyes and probably become God tier Kirito, as well as him going back to his original SAO design, which, again, they always freaking do that. They did that in the freaking movie. They're doing it here again. Not to say that it's not cool, but can we just keep him in his freaking Kirito design, his old Kirito design? And when they go back to ALO, I mean, can they just not have the elf ears? But what do I just say?
You still have a problem with that? Really?
A little bit. They should have just changed it to like the games where it was called Sword Art Origin.
Then again, I probably gotten too used to it, so who am I to judge?
Yep. So this episode was good. We got cameos from Yuki, which is obviously a season 2 throwback, and then the Kirito Memories is just a complete SAO throwback to the entire series. But yeah, a good episode, and I can't wait for next week, because now they really are trying to make me wait for more. Thank God they're not going on no breaks like Shonen Jump is this week, because I swear, Shonen Jump, it's cutting up for My Hero Academia's manga, and they're telling me they have to go on another break? Damn it.
Ah,
See,
ah, ah, ah.
that's the one thing, Denzel, that you would hate about reading the mangas is you don't know you have to do a 2-week break. Anyway,
Seriously.
speaking of My Hero Academia, the OVA is uploaded, so I'm gonna go watch that. We're actually both gonna watch this while this video uploads to YouTube. So other than that, guys, if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section, well, I guess your thoughts on seeing Yuki once again. It was nice to see her again. Why don't they? That's a good question. Why don't they just turn Yuki into an AI?
Because she's pretty much long gone now. Then again, never mind. That's that's the game logic. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't understand why Yuki can't like hack into the files and make a AI version of Yuki.
It wouldn't. I don't think it would be the same. I don't.
Well, I guess they could. Well, somehow get her.
And besides, if that were possible, they would have done it for Sachi in the anime, not the game.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, yeah. I guess your hype levels for Kirito next week. You want to put in the comment section again. Do not put any manga spoilers or light novel spoilers for Sword Art Online. I seriously do not want to know anything. Yeah. So I guess another question is, without again giving spoilers for the light novel, do you believe that this is going to be the final season? I've seen or I've heard that there's another arc beyond the Alicization arc. That's all I know. I don't know anything else, which if there's more content of SAO, I don't know why they're advertising this as a final season. It's reminding me of freaking Fairy Tail vibes when they said, oh, it's the final season, even though Fairy Tail's currently going on in terms of the manga. Anyways, hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Sword Art Online content, as well as other anime content on the channel. So until then, guys, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go watch the My Hero Academia OVA. And yeah, I don't know if we're going to review that. I'll have to think about that for the rest of the day. But other than that, I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Until then, guys.
Peace.
And have a great, safe rest of your day.